Hey guys, it's Enza with enzasbargains.com, and today I decided I would do a design space tutorial on how to make these really cute little vintage movie tickets that I created. And they have a really cute little perforated tab. So if you're gonna use them for a party or just a family movie night, or maybe even like a neighborhood drive-in social distancing party, I thought that these would be really cute. So if you decide that you do not want to design them, I will go ahead and share my file with all of you guys as well. So just make sure you guys read the descriptions at the end. But I'm gonna flip this camera around and show you guys my monitor, and that way you guys can learn how to do a design or similar design. Now, don't forget, if you guys do a design, don't forget to share and tag me, because I love seeing all of your guys' creations. And I will also go ahead and show you guys my TikTok video that I shared of me and actually creating these with my Cricut Maker in action. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys like my little design tutorial. Okay, in Design Space, you want to start off by clicking Shapes and choosing a square, unlocking it and adjusting it to the size that you want. And once you've done that, you're going to then change its colors. So I wanted to make it white because it's going to be my background layer. Then you're going to add another shape on top of that, also a square. Make sure you unlock it, and I want this top layer to be black. So I changed that to black. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another shape, which is going to be another square. Now this one I'm going to edit because it's going to lay on top of these layers, and I'm going to cut off the edges using the slice tool, and I want to show you how I'm going to do that. So you add a circle. So you should only have two layers, a circle and your rectangle. Select both and choose slice. And I'm going to drag all these shapes to the bottom, so at the end I could delete them at once. Then I'm going to drag that little Pac-Man shape of what I have left and move these shapes down, and I'm going to do it to each corner. So go ahead and get this shape, select both, move them down, and this shape over here, select both, slice, and move them down. And you can see I messed up with a little line, so I'm going to just choose any shape and just try to crop off that little line so it's not in my way. Okay, so now I have the perfect shape I want for that vintage movie ticket look. So I selected all those extra layers and deleted them. And I wanted to make sure it was the size that I wanted. I think it needs to be a little bit smaller, but we'll see. And I used my shortcuts, Command-C to copy, Command-V to paste, and made just another layer and changed it to red because it's going to overlap right over it. So get it to the right size that you want. So you're going to add some text on your black layer, so you want to make sure you have enough room. Okay, so I'm going to split these into 3 different sections because I'm going to have to do some attaching and some grouping together, and I just want to make sure I have everything right. So I'm going to choose the font that I want, and I like Arial because I think it just looks bold and looks good. And I'm going to hold the shift button down when I rotate it. That's how I kept it to make sure it was exactly at that angle I wanted. And I'm going to do a little bit of adjusting here, so you can just see me moving my layers around and adjusting it. And what you're going to do is you're going to select both movie layers, both of those text layers at one time. And you don't actually want to flatten it. So you can see I flattened it and then I undid it really fast. You're going to actually want to weld those two so that both movie layers are into one layer, which is cut. And I will show you here in a second. If you look at my layers panel, I select both of them and I'm going to choose weld. And now it's one cut layer. And now I'm going to select both layers at one time, which is the layer that said movie and the rectangle. Select them both and then slice just like I did the circles. Because that ticket is going to overlay right over the white, just like the end product that I showed you. So, okay, so now I'm going to design my ticket. So I'm going to look for a vintage looking font, and I'm going to make sure I have my writing font selected. And once I choose which one I want, and I liked this one over here, I'm going to put it right in the middle, and well, I'm going to use a thick marker, so it's gonna slightly fill in. And it'll look good, I promise. And then I'm gonna put my Admit one, and I'm gonna change the font to that. And I'm gonna end up using this Admit one for the ticket stub as well. So here we go. And I'm going to use that same font because I'm going to have the Cinema is going to be in my gold marker, and the other font is going to just be with the Cricut pen. So it's going to be written a lot more crisper. And you can put whatever you want at the end. So you can make up a movie name. I'm just going to put "You're Invited" and make it kind of like an invitation. And then I'm going to use a rectangle, and I'm going to make sure I change it to draw and unlock it. And my marker is going to be thick because it's also going to be my gold marker, and I'm going to put just 2 little stripes to border the Cinema, so it gives it that vintage look that you want. So and you want to make sure that you're using that you end up changing which markers you want to write with, so that if you're using several markers, your machine will tell you to switch your pens. So I changed this Admit one to my marker gold, and then I'm also going to change my Cinema and my rectangle. So I'm going to choose each layer at one time and go and change it to marker and gold as well. So there we go, and there we go. Okay, so now it's time to make sure I have everything like grouped together and working right. So I'm going to select all of these, and I'm going to group and attach, because that's going to be the red part of the ticket. That's going to go right over the yellow. So my yellow is its own group. My red ticket is going to be also its own group. And then my black and white layer, they still need the perforation line. So I'm going to go to Shapes, choose Score, and go up to the top options bar and change it to Perf, so that it knows to use my perforation blade when I'm cutting it. And I want to make sure my perforation goes on the exact right spot for my black ticket and my white ticket. So that's where my layers come handy. So I have 2 perf lines right on top of each other in the exact spot. And using my Command or Control key, I'm going to select my black layer, the Admit one, and a perf, group them together and attach it, and do the white with a perf, group it together, attach it. And now you can see I have nice clean layers. I'm going to put them in the right order that I want. And you don't have to group the whole picture together because they're each going to be printed on different paper. So that's what it's going to look like at the end. And I want to show you each layer. So I have each layer, I use my eyeballs just to kind of hide them and show you. And there's my white perf layer. There's my black cutout with the gold font. There's my red ticket. And there's the yellow border that's going to go around it. Okay, guys, you guys are still with me. So I wanted to show you guys in just less than a minute my machine in action. So if you have not seen my TikTok video, here's your chance to watch it with me. Here we go. Hi guys, as many of you guys know, I just recently received a new perforation blade for my Cricut Maker. My family and I, we love going to the movies, and we love having movie nights. I also love the old vintage look of old movie tickets, so I decided it would be a lot of fun to create that and make it so that it has a tear-off ticket stub on the end. These are super fun to use for your own family movie nights, or even if you decide to do a social distancing outdoor movie night with your neighbors. Make your own drive-in.
All I used to create these were just simple shapes and writing text in Design Space. If you like my DIY and craft ideas, don't forget to follow and like this video. And there's also a link in my bio to get more step-by-step tutorials from my blog. What do you guys think I should make next? Leave a comment. Thanks.
Okay, that was it. So thank you guys again. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if there's something you guys want me to do or make next.